Hello everyone, and welcome to Unheard. This is the channel where we give voice to those who thought they'd never be heard. Today's confession comes from someone who reached out to us with a story that will shake you to your core. If you have a story you need to share, please send it to unheardchannel@gmail.com. Now let's listen to today's confession. I have a recording of a girl begging for her life. I've listened to it 347 times. I'm not going to tell you my name, but I can't carry this alone anymore. On this phone sitting next to me right now, there's a voicemail from a 22-year-old girl who's been dead for over a year. She's whispering to her mom about a red barn and a water tower where some man took her. Her voice is shaking when she says, "I love you so much," before the phone dies. I never called the police. I collect voices from strangers' phones, thousands of them. I pull old phones out of dumpsters and steal these moments that were never meant for me. People saying I love you, people fighting, people saying goodbye before they die. I know how sick that sounds, but I can't stop doing it. My mother disappeared when I was 8. Before she left, she used to call our home phone during the day and leave long voicemails on our answering machine. After she was gone, those voices were all I had left of her. I'd play them over and over until I memorized every word. 2 years later, our answering machine broke and her voicemails were erased forever. That's when something broke in me too. The idea that voices just disappear into nothing became an obsession. When I was 19, I started working at a phone repair shop. People would bring in old phones to be wiped clean, and I'd check them first for anything important. That's where I first stole someone's voice. An elderly woman brought in her dead husband's phone. He'd left her dozens of voicemails over the years. I copied them for her, but I also kept copies for myself. Listening to this stranger tell his wife he loved her became a substitute for my mother's lost voice. I started looking for more phones in dumpsters behind electronics stores. Broken phones people threw away without wiping them. I told myself I was preserving beautiful moments that would otherwise disappear forever. Within a few years, I had thousands of recordings organized in folders on my laptop. When I felt lonely, I'd listen to families telling each other they were proud of them. These stolen voices became my only connection to human emotion. This went on for 6 years. 6 years of late-night dumpster diving, stealing pieces of other people's lives. Then I found her phone. October 15th, behind a shopping center. iPhone with a cracked screen. Only 3 voicemails on it. The first 2 were normal. Dentist appointment, weekend plans. The third voicemail was time-stamped October 12th, 11:47 p.m. A young woman's voice, barely a whisper, absolutely terrified. "Mom, it's me. I can't talk loud. I think I'm in trouble. I don't know where I am, but I can see a red barn and some kind of water tower. The man who picked me up. He's not taking me where he said he would. I'm scared. I'm really scared. My phone is dying. But if you get this, please find me. Please, I love you so much. I should have listened to you about not getting in cars with strangers. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry." Then silence. I sat in my car for hours, just staring at this phone. Every instinct told me to call 911 immediately. But I was terrified. How would I explain having this phone? What if they found my collection? When I got home, I looked up missing person reports. Found her in less than an hour. 22 years old, missing for 3 days when I found the phone. Last seen getting into a dark sedan outside a bar. Police had found her purse but were still looking for her phone. I was holding the phone they were looking for. Her family was on every news channel. Her mother crying, begging for information. Her father offering a reward. Her sister posting her picture everywhere. I had exactly what they needed. The location. Red Barn, Water Tower. But I couldn't bring myself to call. Every morning I told myself today was the day. I'd rehearse what I'd say. I found this phone in a dumpster. I was looking for scrap metal. But then I'd think about the questions. About them searching my apartment. About my collection being discovered. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. The news coverage faded. Her family's hope dimmed with each passing day. During those months, I kept my routine. I went to work, came home, listened to my stolen voices. Sometimes I'd play her voicemail, torturing myself with her terror. I even went back to collecting. Found more phones, more voices. I couldn't stop, even knowing what I was carrying. The guilt was destroying me, but my addiction was stronger. 6 months after I found her phone, they discovered her body on an abandoned farm, next to a red barn, near an old water tower, exactly where she said she was. She died October 13th, one day after that voicemail. If I'd called that first night, they might have found her alive. They caught her killer 3 weeks later, some drifter with a history of violence. During the trial, they revealed she was kept alive for hours after she left that voicemail. Hours, while I sat on the information that could have saved her. Her mother's victim impact statement destroyed me. She talked about the agony of not knowing, of hoping every day that her daughter might come home. Those months of false hope that I could have ended with one phone call. 8 months after finding the phone, I finally called police anonymously. I told them I'd heard rumors about a red barn and water tower. But by then, the case was closed. My information was useless. I still have her phone. I still have that voicemail. The number 347, that's how many times I've listened to it. I started keeping count because I realized I was playing it whenever I felt sorry for myself. Her terror had become just another voice in my collection. 2 weeks ago, I found another phone. Last week, 3 more. I can't stop collecting these voices, even knowing what my silence cost. I have over 15,000 recordings now. Families talking, couples fighting and making up, children calling grandparents, people confessing secrets. I know these strangers' voices better than my own family's, though I don't really have family anymore. When I'm lonely, I listen to stolen love. When I'm sad, I play messages of people comforting each other. But none of it is real. None of it is mine. I'm living off emotional scraps while contributing nothing. This girl's mother will never hear her daughter's final words. Will never know she was thinking of her at the end. Will never know she was sorry for not being careful. All because I was too selfish to risk my collection being discovered. I drive past the memorial site sometimes. Her mother still posts updates about the foundation they started. In every photo, she looks aged by grief. Her smile doesn't reach her eyes anymore. I could contact them. I could let them hear their daughter's last message of love. But I can't face their questions about how I got it or why I waited. So I keep it. I hoard her final conversation like everything else in my sick collection. Last night, I found a phone with a little girl singing happy birthday to her daddy. I saved it to my family moments folder, right next to thousands of other stolen intimacies. I can't stop. Even knowing what my addiction cost, even carrying this guilt every day. I can't break the cycle. These voices are the only thing that makes me feel connected to humanity, even though collecting them is fundamentally inhuman. The truth is, I'm still the same person who chose his collection over someone's life. I'm still going back to those dumpsters. I'm still stealing voices. If her family somehow reads this, I'm sorry. Your daughter's voice has been with me for over a year now. I hear her whisper, "I love you so much," in my dreams. But those words were never meant for me. I don't expect forgiveness. I just needed someone to know. Someone else had to carry this secret because I can't do it alone anymore. Maybe someone reading this would make different choices. Maybe they'd call the police instead of protecting themselves. Maybe they'd choose someone else's life over their own fears. I didn't. I chose my addiction over her life. And I'm still choosing it every time I go back for more phones. That's what I needed to confess. Not just what I did, but what I continue to do. What I probably won't stop doing. I'm someone who collects voices in the dark. And once, one of those voices could have saved a life. I chose silence instead. If this story moved you, please share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Unheard. Your support gives voice to those who thought they'd never be heard. If you have a story you need to share, please send it to unheardchannel@gmail.com.